We're now on a CTV News exclusive and a story of ordinary people helping strangers on the flooded Sumas Prairie. CTV's David Malko live once again for us in Chilliwack. And David, we got a glimpse of this story last night. You got on board a jet boat with a pilot who has been working right around the clock to help people. Tell us more about him and what you saw.
You know, in some ways, to be honest, it was absolutely terrifying. The risks are real. The stakes are high. We're talking about livestock. We're talking about pets. And, of course, we're talking about people. But what these volunteers who just happen to have boats are ultimately trying to salvage is hope. It feels like a world turned upside down. Like nature decided to take back what it owns. Yes, the lake that once filled this prairie seems to have swallowed it all. Though amidst the darkness, the despair, somewhere there's a sliver of light.
Pass me that green rope.
What's going on, buddy?
Going out to Sumas.
We meet 23-year-old John Reeves. He may be a man of few words.
It's crazy.
The one with a big heart.
How long do you keep going? You've been doing this every day.
As long as there's water, I guess.
You see, he's had a long list all week. It only keeps growing.
Yeah, when you lift up the sheet, they're $1,500 in front work. That's why I own mine.
Just I'll call you when I'm there and I'll get whatever I can.
Everything from crocodile, a pet crocodile, to calves, to people.
John's secret superpower, his 19-foot fire fish.
We're not the only ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4 boats. Everybody just trying to help.
Bright lime green, a beacon for evacuees like Sierra Burrows.
You right?
It's heartbreaking because we feel so hopeless.
Though John, Sierra, and friend Trinity, like so many, are helping keep hope afloat. In a place where the loss of livelihoods feels mind-blowing, with the waters still surging.
A lot of people are messaging me.
In our search, we tie up at the Burrows family home
Photo albums are the main thing.
and learn within seconds, perhaps we shouldn't have come.
The water's going up.
Too dangerous, especially if the electricity is still on, and I don't want to risk it. It's, at this point, it's out of my hands.
Just careful because it does get deep as soon as we're in the ditch.
We bottom out, then shove off up a road turned to river toward our original mission.
2 dogs, 1 cat.
Anxious, who wouldn't be? Though somehow bone dry. And Mystic's pals, Sullivan and Neo,
A big drink of water here, and they're just cold.
Just regular guys, David.
We went for 20 cows today, and unfortunately the majority have been stuck in the barn and bad.
as we load up and speed back, it begins to sink in. There's limits to what one crew can do.
Are we going?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Everyone is feeling okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Saving on a scale that feels overwhelming, though in the end seems really quite simple.
You guys are the best, man. Come here. It's okay,
What
buddy.
was your baby?
Come here. No.
Are you sure you don't want the kennel at all?
Hope coupled with heartbreak, it's something we've seen over and over again this week. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's that when reality is at its worst out here, humanity is at its best.
And we have seen that certainly all week long, David. Those images really providing a whole new perspective of what people are dealing with on the ground. I know you've also been following the journey of one family. It appears now that they have lost their farm on Sumas Prairie. What is next for them?
Yeah, Ed and Hester Mulder, we boated by. Remember, we profiled them earlier in the week when they were waiting, watching the floodwaters, seeing if they were going to get out. 15,000 chickens in their barns under 2 meters of water. I connected with Ed. He said, you know, we're wrapping our heads around this. Actually, he said, we're looking at moving forward. I've called around trying to get new flocks. We're talking about rebuilding. I went out and bought shovels today, some rubber boots, so that we can get back in and start rebuilding. The question, though, tonight for the Mulders and so many others, especially with that rain in the forecast, Scott, ultimately, is when.
And we still do not have an answer for that question. All right, David Molko live once again for us in Chilliwack. Thank you, David.